What's your name? Marnie. The woman looked from the girl to her hands holding the teacup. Marnie, she paused. They say you can ride. Yeah, a bit. Mr. Mariner says you ride very well, but you don't have a horse. I shrugged my shoulders. Of course I didn't have a horse. Would you be able to look after a horse, Marnie? Feed it, groom it, keep it shod? I shrugged again. Where would you keep a horse? Mr. Mariner said I could keep it with his, if I ever got one. I knew what Mrs. Arnold was getting at, but it was taking a while. Even so, I was trying not to hope too much. And so, the book that I'm going to be talking to you about today begins. Mrs. Whitlam by Bruce Pascoe. This is the story of Marnie Clark and Marnie's connection with her horse, Mrs. Whitlam. Now, if you're an Australian, an older Australian, an adult Australian like me, you would know that Mrs. Whitlam is named after a very strong wife of a Prime Minister, and the horse is very much this way too. So this is the story about how Marnie gets her horse. She gets her horse from a woman whose daughter has recently died, and she can't cope with looking after this horse anymore. So Marnie takes it away. This is also the story of not only Marnie's connection with this horse and the freedom that this horse gives her, but also her connection with her family and the people in her community. Now, Marnie's family don't have a lot, but they have each other and they are happy and healthy. And so Marnie really hangs on to that. Unfortunately, the kids in her school are not so nice to her. So she has to come to terms with dealing with that kind of put downs that she gets. There is an adventure and there is a real connection between the family, so not only her immediate family but her cousins and uncles and aunts and their land. So like all Bruce Pascoe books, there's the connection to the ocean and there's the connection to the bush. And I can't really say much more without giving it away, but something really special happens in this book, and she finds herself, because of this one act, becoming accepted by another group of people that she least expected. So go and have a look. Mrs. Whitlam is a truly Australian book, but just so well worth reading. Thanks.